Hello students, I once again welcome you all on my YouTube channel, and today we will move to the next topic in chemical thermodynamics, and that is enthalpy of physical transformation. Okay, up till now we have seen about the different basic concepts in chemical thermodynamics. Then in my part 2 video you will be able to watch about the different concepts like internal energy, then the first law of thermodynamics. Also, you will be seeing about the work done in isothermal and in isothermal and reversible process, which is nothing but the maximum work done. Then in the last video, we have seen about the relationship between delta H and delta U, means the change in the enthalpy and the change in internal energy, how they are interrelated with each other, that we have seen in our last video. And also, we have seen about the work done in chemical reactions. Okay, and today we will move to a very important topic, that is enthalpy of physical transformation. Although it is a little bit theoretical topic, but it is very useful for this chapter as it helps in solving the numericals further. Okay, in boards generally direct question is not asked over this. The definitions may be asked, but generally this topic is more useful while solving the numericals. Okay, so it is also an interesting topic, not so boring but a little bit theoretical. Okay, so let us move to this topic, that is enthalpy of physical transformation. Okay, now what do we mean by first physical transformations? Okay, physical transformation means क्या होता है, means either the compound or the atom changes, or the molecule or the atom changes from one state to the other. Okay, it may be, this is one type, or there may be a phase transition, phase conversion or phase transition I should say, that also comes under the physical transformation. So this physical transformation comprises of two type of transformations. This physical transformation, in which we are going to study about the two types of transformation, that is the phase transformation, means the enthalpy of phase transformation, and also we are going to study about the enthalpy of atomic or molecular change. Now let us understand what are these. Okay, अब हम जब फिजिकल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन की बात कर रहे हैं, फिजिकल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन मीन्स व्हाट, आइदर द स्टेट में भी चेंज, स्टेट मीन्स द फेज, स्टेट मतलब आप लोगों ने 3 स्टेट्स ऑफ मैटर पढ़े हैं, कौन कौन से, सॉलिड, लिक्विड एंड गैस. ओके, सो इफ देयर इज अ फेज ट्रांजिशन, मीन्स इफ अ सब्सटेंस get converted from solid to liquid, or from liquid to gas, or from solid to gas, all these transformations that are comes under the phase transformation. So whenever such phase transformation takes place, then what is the change in the enthalpy, that we are going to study under the enthalpy of phase transformation. And also, so this atomic or molecular changes also takes place, means while the atom get converted into the ions, or the atoms acquires a negative charge, means either it gain the electrons, so in that case also its atomic structure changes. So in such cases, wherever the atomic or the molecular structure changes, in that case also the enthalpy changes, and that we are going to study under enthalpy of atomic or molecular change. And enthalpy means what, the heat content, मतलब जब भी हम कोई फिजिकल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन करेंगे, तब जो रिएक्शन होगी, मतलब एक स्टेट से दूसरी स्टेट में जाने में, मतलब कोई भी रिएक्टेंट साइड से जब प्रोडक्ट की तरफ हम मूव होंगे, या स्टेट 1 से हम स्टेट 2 की तरफ जाएंगे, तो जो भी हीट ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन होगा, या तो हीट सिस्टम को मिलेगी या सिस्टम हीट बाहर देगा, तो जो भी हीट का ट्रांजैक्शन होगा, जो भी हीट कंटेंट में चेंजेस आएंगे, दैट इज नथिंग बट द एंथैल्पी. So that change we are going to study today under the heading of enthalpy of physical transformations. Okay, so let us move to our first topic, that is enthalpy of phase transformation. As I said, this phase means the state. Okay, we know that there are 3 states of matter. Which are they? Solid, liquid and gas. Okay, so there, if the solid get converted into the liquid, okay, if the solid gets converted into the liquid. Means what? Solid is getting converted into liquid. This is known as the, whenever there is the heat change, whenever whenever a solid changes into a liquid, whatever the change in the heat taking place, that is known as the enthalpy. That is known as its enthalpy. Now in this case, since solid is changing into a liquid, means what? It is melting. Okay, solid is changing into a liquid means what? Which process is going on? Melting. And this melting is also called as fusion. It is also called as fusion. So whenever this fusion process takes place, then whatever the change in the heat content takes place, that will come under the enthalpy of fusion, that we are going to see under the first topic of this, that is enthalpy of fusion. Okay, I will explain this later also, but first we'll take an intro. Then second is, if now this liquid, if this liquid gets converted into the gas, if the liquid gets converted into gas, means what? Liquid is getting converted into gas, means what is happening? Vaporization. Yes, to this process we called it as vaporization. So whenever the vaporization takes place, whatever may be the change in the heat content में जो भी change आएगा, heat absorb होगी, heat बाहर निकलेगी, वो सब हम देखेंगे. But जो भी changes आएंगे, whenever a substance gets converted from liquid to the gaseous phase, that process is known as vaporization, and the heat content which will take place during this process, that we are going to study under the enthalpy of vaporization. We are going to study it under enthalpy of vaporization, which will be called as enthalpy of vaporization. Okay. And third process what? And third, if the solid directly gets converted into the gas, ये third process हो जाएगी. Solid getting converted into gas. So in this case, when solid get converted into the gas, it is known as, we know that this process is known as sublimation. We know that it is known as the sublimation. So whenever the heat, whatever heat change take place during the process, when a solid substance get converted into the gas, then that will be studied under, that we are going to study under the enthalpy of sublimation. Okay. So under this topic, sublimation. So under this topic, that is the enthalpy of phase transformation, we are going to study about the three phase transformations. First is the enthalpy of fusion, second is enthalpy of vaporization, and third is enthalpy of sublimation. Okay. So let us study each one of it in detail. Okay. So let us move to the first topic, and that is our enthalpy of fusion. Enthalpy of fusion. As I said, fusion means what? Melting. Means solid gets converted into the liquid. So enthalpy of fusion can be studied or can be defined as, it is nothing but the enthalpy change that occurs, मतलब जो heat content में जो भी change आ रहा है, that occurs, कब heat change आ रहा है? When 1 mole, यहाँ जब भी हम study करेंगे तब हम क्या करेंगे? We are going to study for 1 mole. When 1 mole of कौन सा substance change हो रहा है? Solid. When 1 mole of solid substance changes to liquid. Okay. But the condition is that, which is very important, that this complete process is going to take place at a same temperature. मतलब throughout the process, the temperature is not going to change. Okay. So enthalpy change that occurs when 1 mole of solid substance changes to the liquid state without any change in the temperature, and at constant temperature, and at constant pressure. This is one of the very important point. at constant pressure, because we know that the enthalpy, whenever we are going to study the enthalpy, we have studied the enthalpy at constant pressure. So enthalpy change that occurs when 1 mole of solid substance changes to liquid without any change in temperature and at constant pressure. Okay, so these are the important terms that you have, these are the key words that you should not forget while writing the definition. Okay, so fusion means we know that solid is getting converted into liquid, but we are studying the enthalpy change for 1 mole. Okay, and the temperature should be the same throughout, and also the pressure should be the constant. Okay, so this is your enthalpy of fusion. So let us understand it with the help of some example. Let us consider one example. So suppose if I consider water, the simplest example is of H2O. Okay, now solid is getting converted into liquid, so we are going to take ice. Okay, water in a solid state means ice. So when this ice gets converted into liquid, okay, means the water in the solid state, that is in the form of ice, gets converted into the liquid. Okay, so in this case, the whatever change in heat will take place. Now in this case what will happen? In this reaction, जब solid को liquid में convert होना है, तो वो heat को absorb करेगा या heat को बाहर देगा? बताइए, heat absorb करेगा या heat बाहर देगा? Yes, यहाँ वो क्या करेगा? It has to absorb the heat. जब वो heat absorb करेगा तभी तो solid से liquid में convert होगा. क्यों उसको heat absorb कर रहा है तो temperature में change आएगा क्या? No. In this case, whatever heat we are providing, इस केस में जो भी हम heat provide कर रहे हैं, that all heat is going to just break the bond between, now we know that in the ice is a crystalline solid. Okay, so all the atoms are tightly packed with each other. Okay, sorry, all the molecules of water molecules are tightly packed with each other. अब जो भी heat हम यहाँ provide करेंगे, in order to convert it from solid to liquid, वो सब कहाँ खर्च हो जाएगी? इनके बीच के bond break होने में. Okay, जब तक ये bond पूरी तरह से break नहीं होता, तब तक के ये liquid में convert नहीं होगा. और जब तक एक भी आइस का पीस यहाँ पर रहेगा, तब तक टेम्परेचर सेम रहेगा. एक बार आपका पूरा सॉलिड लिक्विड में कन्वर्ट होना हो चुका है, उसके बाद अगर हम फिर भी हीट प्रोवाइड कर रहे हैं, तो दैट हीट विल रेज द टेम्परेचर. बट टिल दैट टाइम, whenever the substance is getting converted from solid to liquid, there will be no change in the temperature. Why? Because whatever heat we are providing to the system, that is going or that is utilized in the breaking of the bond. ठीक है? So there will be no change in the temperature, means हमारा ये जो condition है without change in temperature वो maintain है. So whenever this solid is getting converted into liquid, so in this case delta H means the change in the enthalpy, means the heat content that we are going to provide. जो heat है यहाँ पे provide होगी, इसको हम बोलेंगे the enthalpy of fusion. Fusion के लिए हम यहाँ क्या लगा दे रहे हैं? FUS. So delta H of fusion, इसको read करके कैसे करेंगे हम? Enthalpy of fusion और delta H of fusion. So enthalpy of fusion in this case is plus 6.01 kilojoules. कितनी heat provide कर रहे हैं हम? 6.01. और ये positive sign क्या indicate करता है? That the heat is absorbed by the system. Heat system absorb कर रहा है, ले रहा है, and it is not given out. जब देगा बाहर, then it will be a negative sign. But in this case, since the system is absorbing the heat, therefore plus 6.01 kilojoule. So the delta H for fusion for this process, when 1 mole of solid substance get converted into 1 mole of a liquid substance, without a change in temperature and at constant pressure, delta H of fusion is plus 6.01. Okay. अब यही process अगर उल्टा हो जाए, means what? This liquid water get converted into ice. Okay. Okay. Same, मतलब उल्टा हो रहा है, मतलब कौन सी process हो रही है अब यहाँ पर? Suppose freezing is taking place. Okay. Freezing में क्या होगा? Liquid water get converted into the solid ice. So in this case, enthalpy change, that is delta H for fusion. Delta H for fusion will be the same 6.01 kilojoule, but in this case what will happen? The heat will be given out, therefore a negative sign. क्योंकि लिक्विड जब तक ये लिक्विड स्टेट में है, लिक्विड से वो अपना हीट जब तक बाहर नहीं देगा तब तक वो 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे नहीं आएगा, और 0 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे आने के बाद ही वो क्या होगा? सॉलिड में कन्वर्ट होगा. सो इन दिस केस the same amount of heat will be given out as it is absorbed in the reverse process. So same amount of heat is given out, but this negative signs indicate that it is an exothermic reaction, means the heat is given out in this process, whereas in this case heat is taken in. Okay, so have you understood? So this is known as the enthalpy of fusion. Now we will move to the next, that is enthalpy of vaporization. So second is enthalpy of vaporization. Now what do we mean by vaporization? Means a liquid is getting converted into gas. Okay, same as that in the fusion. Now we are going to define in the same way as we have done in the fusion, same way in the vaporization also, but only the phase changes from liquid to gas. So enthalpy of vaporization can be defined as the enthalpy change that occurs when, again the same condition, when 1 mole of, now the substance is in the liquid state. Okay, when a substance in a liquid, or when 1 mole of liquid substance changes to gas phase without any change in temperature and at constant pressure. So again in this case what is only the change? That the liquid gets converted into the gas. So this is known as the enthalpy of vaporization, and we will denote it as, enthalpy of vaporization is delta H for vaporization. Delta H for vaporization. It is denoted by this sign. This is known as enthalpy of vaporization. Now let us try to understand it also with the help of example. We will take the same simple example of water. Okay, so H2O in a liquid state getting converted into H2O in the gaseous phase. Okay, means the liquid water is getting vaporized. Now this process, during this process the heat content will depend upon the atmospheric temperature. Whatever atmospheric temperature is there, the vaporization depends on that. जितना ज़्यादा temperature रहेगा atmosphere का, उतना ही vaporization ज़्यादा होगा. गर्मियों में क्या होता है? The water gets evaporated easily as compared to that in the winter season. Why? Because the temperature, atmospheric temperature is higher in summers as compared to that in winters. Okay, so the heat content, whatever the heat transformation, there will be change in the heat for this system will depend upon the atmospheric temperature, okay, or upon the surrounding temperature. Suppose now if I am studying this condition that when liquid water is getting converted and into the gaseous water, means it getting converted into vapors at suppose 100 degree Celsius. Okay, so अगर ये सब चीज 100 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे हो रही है, टेम्परेचर हमने 100 मेंटेन रखा है, ओके, कांस्टेंट टेम्परेचर विदाउट चेंज इन टेम्परेचर, टेम्परेचर पूरे सिस्टम में चेंज नहीं होगा. जब भी हम हीट एब्जॉर्ब होगी या हीट इवेपोरेट होगी, दैट इज गोइंग टू जस्ट used up for the breaking of the bond in between these molecules. Okay, so it is not going to change the temperature of the system. Now ये मैं बार बार बोल रही हूँ ताकि आपको ये कंडीशन याद रहे, विदाउट एनी चेंज इन टेम्परेचर. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके, this and at constant pressure, only at this condition we can study the enthalpy. Okay, so therefore I am emphasizing more and more over this sentence. So in this condition the delta H for vaporization, the process is vaporization, so delta H for vaporization is 40 kilojoules. Now you tell me whether plus sign will come here or minus sign, means whether the system is going to absorb heat or it is going to give out the heat. What will happen? Yes, in this case obviously the heat will be taken because in order to get convert into liquid to gaseous phase, the system has to absorb some heat. So it is going to absorb the heat and therefore plus 40 kilojoules. And suppose if the same process takes place at 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, if the same thing happens at 0 degrees Celsius, then also the evaporation will take place, but the amount of heat absorbed will now increase, and therefore the enthalpy for vaporization at 0 degrees Celsius will become 44 kilojoules. 44 kilojoules. Okay, so when 1 mole of liquid substance or when 1 mole of water gets converted into 1 mole of vapors without any change in temperature and at constant pressure, the enthalpy of vaporization is plus 40 kilojoules at 100 degrees Celsius and plus 44 kilojoules at 0 degree Celsius. Okay. Now, if reverse process, if the reverse takes place, means what? The H2O in the gaseous phase get converted into H2O in the liquid phase. Means what? Which process is going on? It's condensation. Okay. So, if the condensation is taking place, condensation means the gas is getting converted into liquid water. So, in this process, what will happen? The heat will be given out. Heat जब देगा वो तभी गैस क्या होगी? Liquid में convert होगी. So in this process, the delta H will get, or the process is going to get reversed, and in this case that the delta H for, I should not write delta, condensation of H will be equals to 40.7 kilojoules at 100 degrees Celsius. If this, I am talking about this process, okay, this we are carrying out at 100 degrees Celsius. So, if the same process takes place in the reverse order, means the liquid is getting converted, gas is getting converted into liquid. In that process, what will happen? The delta H for condensation will be 40.7, means it is near about the same. A negligible difference is there. So, in this case, since the heat is given out, means system is releasing the heat, therefore the sign will be minus. So, in this case, delta H for condensation is negative 40.7 kilojoules. So, what I want to say is that whenever a system changes from state 1 to state 2, then if the heat is absorbed, then it will be positive, and when the heat is released, it will be negative. And for a same process, if the same process is getting reversed, now in this case, this process is getting reversed. So, in such system, or when we are going to study such system, then what we are observing, that the delta H remains the same. Means whatever amount of heat is absorbed while going through the first process will be the same when we will reverse the process. So, this is your second, that is enthalpy of vaporization. Now, we will move to our third, that is enthalpy of sublimation. Sublimation means when a solid gets converted into a gas. So, let us study that third process. So, let us move to our third topic, that is enthalpy of sublimation. Now, enthalpy of sublimation, as we have just said, sublimation means what? The solid getting converted into gas. This process is known as sublimation. Okay. So, enthalpy of sublimation can be defined as the enthalpy change that occurs when 1 mole of solid substance, changes to gas. Okay. Directly get converted into the vapors, or we can say directly get converted into a gas without any change in temperature and at constant pressure. That is known as enthalpy of sublimation. Okay, have you got the definition now? We have repeated the definition. Same definition is there. Only what you have to emphasize, what conversion is taking place. Whenever you are talking about sublimation, then you know what do we mean by sublimation. We know that sublimation is the solid getting converted into gas. So, whenever solid get converted into the gas, and if we are taking 1 mole of substance, constant temperature, constant pressure, then it becomes enthalpy of sublimation. Okay. So, let us study it with the help of one example. So, again, we'll take the same example of water. Water in the ice state gets converted into water into the vapor state. Okay. Whenever a solid directly get converted into the gas, then it is known as sublimation. Now in this case, if the process is taking place at 0 degrees Celsius, then the change in the enthalpy for sublimation means delta H for sublimation. Now here we can write it as delta H of sublimation. So delta H of sublimation is 51.08 kilojoule. Okay. Now you are going to tell me whether it will be positive or negative. It will be obviously positive because the heat has to be absorbed in order to convert the solid into the liquid. So this amount of heat is required to convert the liquid water into the vapors at 0 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now but this process of solid getting converted into the gas may means in this case it will require two steps. Okay. Step 1, it take place in two steps, that is step 1 and step 2. In the first step what will happen? This solid ice will get converted into the water first. है ना? दो स्टेप में होगी. पहले solid से क्या बनेगा? Liquid. And just now we have said that whenever a solid, during studying the enthalpy of fusion, whenever a solid get converted into liquid and the process is taking place at 0 degrees Celsius, then the delta H of fusion is plus 6.01 kilojoule. Yes, just now we have said. And the second process will be involved in this will be, second step will be, this liquid water is getting converted into gas. Means what? The second process is the vaporizations. And we know that the delta H of vaporization at 0 degrees Celsius is 45.07 kilojoules. Okay, at 0 degrees Celsius. In the last we have seen about at 25 degrees Celsius that was 44, and at 0 degrees Celsius it is 45.07. Okay, these all values are experimentally calculated. They are not the theoretical values. I have not taken out these values. They are the experimental values which through the experiments the scientists have given these values. Okay, so this delta H of vaporization means the amount of heat content while changing from the water in the liquid state, from liquid state to the gaseous phase, is 45.07. Okay. Now if I add these two, okay, if I add these two, since these two steps are involved, so if I add to these two, what I get? This will become 8, this will become 0, and this will become 51. Yes. So what's the magic? So in this case, what is happening? The delta H for sublimation, if it takes place directly or if it takes place in two steps, there will be no change. It will be the same. Means what? From these two, what do we get? We get that the delta H for sublimation is equals to delta H for vaporization plus delta H for fusion. And therefore, it is a state function. This proves that the enthalpy change is a state function. Okay, it may be asked like this. Okay, थोड़ा अगर घुमा फिरा के आपको क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहते हैं तो ऐसे भी पूछा जा सकता है कि explain why the enthalpy of physical transformation is a state function. तो तब आप क्या कर सकते हैं? You can give the example of sublimation and you can explain it. अब state function में हम क्या बोलते हैं? State function मतलब क्या? This depend upon only the initial and the final state. It has nothing to do with how many steps are involved. और यही चीज यहाँ प्रूव होती है. देखो अभी अब अगर हम सॉलिड से डायरेक्ट गैस में कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं तब भी एंथैल्पी चेंज कितना है? 51.08. अब अगर इसी प्रोसेस को मैं स्टेप वाइज जा रही हूँ, मतलब दो स्टेप्स मैंने फॉलो किए. ओके, दिस इज माय दिस सब्लिमेशन, ये जो था ये मेरा फाइनल प्रोसेस है. ओके, मींस okay, so this can be explained in this way. Okay, now this is your state 1 where your substance is in the solid state. Okay, and this is your final state where the substance, this is your final state and this is your initial state. Okay, so in this case what is happening here, it is in solid phase and finally it getting converted into the gas phase. So if this process takes place through one step, मतलब एक ही स्टेप में आपका इनिशियल से फाइनल आ जाएगा, तब हमारा डेल्टा एच की वैल्यू है 58.01 सॉरी 51.08 किलो जूल. ठीक है, और अगर यही चीज हमारी दो स्टेप्स में हो रही है, मतलब हम इनिशियल से पहले कहाँ जा रहे हैं, ये है हमारा लिक्विड फेज. ओके, सो अगर मैं इनिशियल से बीच के एक स्टेप में जा रही हूँ जहां पे मेरा डेल्टा एच कितना आ रहा है, सॉलिड से लिक्विड चेंज होने में 6.01 किलो जूल, और फिर मैं गई लिक्विड से गैस में तो मेरा कितना था 45.07 किलो जूल. यहाँ डेल्टा एच इतना था. ओके, तो अब अगर मैं दोनों को ऐड करती हूं तो ये मेरी फाइनल स्टेट आ जाएगी. मीन्स therefore enthalpy change for the physical transformation or for the phase transformation is a state function. Why? Because it depends only upon the initial and the final state and it is independent of the path followed. चाहे वो कितने भी पाथ ले, लेकिन आंसर क्या है आपका, सेम है. एंथैल्पी चेंज कैसा है, सेम है, and therefore it is a state function. Okay, have you got it? So this is all about the enthalpy of phase transformation. Now we will move to our second, enthalpy of atomic or molecular change. That is also a very interesting topic. Let us move to that topic. Okay, so let us move to the next topic, and that is enthalpy of atomic or molecular change. Atomic or molecular change. Okay. नाउ एटॉमिक और मॉलिक्यूलर चेंज मतलब क्या कि एटम्स और मॉलिक्यूल में जो चेंजेस आएंगे उस टाइम जो भी एंथैल्पी में चेंज आ रहा है, दैट वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी अंडर द एंथैल्पी ऑफ एटॉमिक और मॉलिक्यूलर चेंज. अब इसमें किस टाइप के चेंज आ सकते हैं, या तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं, इफ द आयनाइजेशन टेक्स प्लेस. ओके, मींस एन आयन और सॉरी एन इलेक्ट्रॉन इज रिमूव्ड फ्रॉम द एटम, then the ion will be formed. आयंस मतलब कैसे बनते हैं, पॉजिटिव आयन होते हैं और नेगेटिव आयन होते हैं. अगर हम इलेक्ट्रॉन उसमें से ले लेंगे then it will be a cation will be formed and that process is called as the ionization. और अगर मैंने वही इसी को इलेक्ट्रॉन प्रोवाइड कर दिया, मींस इलेक्ट्रॉन अगर हम दे रहे हैं तो क्या हो जाएगा, इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन होगा वहां पे और उस टाइम पे भी चेंज आ जाएगा, मींस एनायन बनेगी. सो एक आयनाइजेशन के टाइम एंथैल्पी चेंज होगा, या वो इलेक्ट्रॉन लेगा तभी भी, मतलब इलेक्ट्रॉन देगा तब का चेंज, दैट वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी अबाउट इन द एंथैल्पी ऑफ आयनाइजेशन. एंथैल्पी ऑफ आयनाइजेशन, एंड इफ इट इज प्रोवाइडेड विद एन इलेक्ट्रॉन, मतलब हम इलेक्ट्रॉन दे रहे हैं, वो इलेक्ट्रॉन ले रहा है कोई एटम, देन वी आर गोइंग टू स्टडी दैट अंडर द एंथैल्पी ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन और इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी. वी कॉल्ड इट एज इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी. देन सेकेंड चीज और क्या हो सकती है, दैट द मॉलिक्यूल में गेट कन्वर्टेड इनटू द एटम एंड दैट इज नोन एज एटमाइजेशन. आयंस बनेगा तो आयनाइजेशन, मॉलिक्यूल से एटम बनेगा तो एटमाइजेशन. और तीसरा एक मॉलिक्यूलर चेंज कब आएगा और एटॉमिक चेंज कब आएगा, व्हेनेवर देयर विल बी अ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ सॉल्यूशन. ओके, सॉल्यूशंस जब हम बनाएंगे, हम लोगों ने सॉल्यूशंस चैप्टर में देखा था, वी हैव प्रिपेयर्ड द सॉल्यूशंस ऑफ द गैस गेटिंग इन द वाटर और इन सम लिक्विड. सो जब भी ऐसा कोई चेंज आएगा, व्हेनेवर द गैस इज मिक्स्ड विद एनी वाटर और एनी अदर सॉल्यूशन, देन व्हाटएवर द सॉल्यूशन फॉर्मेशन जब भी होगा, देन एट दैट टाइम आल्सो there will be the change in the enthalpy, and that we are going to study under the enthalpy of solution. So these three topics we have to cover under enthalpy of atomic or molecular change. Okay, so let us first move to enthalpy of ionization. So let us study about the enthalpy of ionization. Enthalpy of ionization. Now what does, first let us define this. Now enthalpy of ionization means what? The enthalpy change taking place or accompanying taking place. I'm taking a very simple English so that you can remember it. So enthalpy change taking place when an atom in gaseous state. Okay, so we are studying about here the gaseous system. Okay, so enthalpy change, क्योंकि हम लोगों ने देखा था for solids and liquids at constant pressure delta H is equals to delta U. So there will be no change in the enthalpy. Whatever the internal energy that atom or molecule has, that will be the delta H value. So there will be no such change whenever the solid changes from one state to another. Okay, so it is very important that we are going to study over here the gas. So enthalpy change taking place when an atom in a gaseous state gives out electron to form an ion. So this is known as the enthalpy of ionization. उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? Enthalpy of ionization. So let us take one example. For example, we'll study about the sodium atom. Okay, the sodium atom in the gaseous state. If this sodium atom in the gaseous state gives out one electron, how many electrons does the sodium has? Yes, 11. Okay, उसका atomic number है 11. Now if it gives out one electron, then it will get converted into Na plus ion. This is also in the gaseous state. Okay, Na plus ion in the gaseous state, plus one electron will be removed. Okay, एक electron बाहर आ जाएगा. Now in this case, the delta H for ionization will be equals to 494 kilojoules per mole. Okay, this also we are studying for 1 mole only. Okay, in that case also we have studied it for 1 mole. Here also it is for 1 mole. So delta H for ionization, this is 1 mole. Okay, so in this case delta H for ionization is 494 kilojoule per mole. Now what do you say? Positive sign will be there or a negative sign? अब यहाँ पर इसने अपना इलेक्ट्रॉन जब दिया होगा तो इसने हीट एब्जॉर्ब की होगी या हीट रिलीज की होगी? हीट कब रिलीज होगी और कब एब्सॉर्ब होगी? यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है? सोडियम एटम एक एटॉमिक स्टेट में है. ओके, इट इज हैविंग ऑल इट्स इलेक्ट्रॉन विद इटसेल्फ. अब इस इलेक्ट्रॉन को हमें उससे खींचना है. ओके, कोई भी स्टेबल कंपाउंड जो रहेगा वो जो स्टेबल, आई शुड से दैट इट इज इन द एलिमेंटल फॉर्म. तो अब ये जो एलिमेंट है इसको अगर हमें ब्रेक करना है, उसमें से इलेक्ट्रॉन निकालना है, तो मुझे क्या करना होगा? एनर्जी देनी होगी. इन दिस केस द एनर्जी इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ हीट. So since in this case the energy is required to remove an electron, therefore the sign will be positive. Means plus 494 kilojoules per mole of energy will be required to remove an electron. और वही अगर मैं सोडियम आयन है और उसको मैंने एक इलेक्ट्रॉन प्रोवाइड कर दिया. ओके, उसका इलेक्ट्रॉन मतलब उसे वापस दे दिया. यही प्रोसेस अगर रिवर्स हो गई, मतलब वी आर गेटिंग कन्वर्टेड इनटू द सोडियम एटम. ओके, इन द gaseous state. So what will happen? Now in this case delta H will be equals to minus 494 kilojoules per mole. Means what? The same amount of the heat will be given out whenever an electron gets added. And whenever an electron is added, it is known as the electron, it will be called as electron gain enthalpy. उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? Electron gain enthalpy. Okay, let us see one more example for this. Chlorine in the gaseous state. If one electron is given to this chlorine, then it will get converted into Cl minus ion. Okay, generally in this case this is not possible because sodium is already having, when it gives the one electron it becomes stable. 2a to उसका इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन हो जाता है और वो स्टेबल हो जाता है. तो ये जनरली होगा नहीं, बट क्लोरीन के साथ ये पॉसिबल है बिकॉज क्लोरीन इज अ इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव एटम. सो chlorine is an electronegative atom, and when it will absorb, or when one electron is given to it, it will absorb that electron and get converted into Cl minus ions. And in this case the delta H of electron gain enthalpy, it is given as Eg, small e, I should write small e. Delta H of Eg means what? The enthalpy for the electron gain enthalpy in this case is 349 kilojoules per mole. Okay, 349 kilojoules per mole. Now साइन कौन सा रहेगा, पॉजिटिव या नेगेटिव? यहाँ हमने क्या किया, ऑलरेडी इट इज इन द गैसियस स्टेट एंड वी आर प्रोवाइडिंग वन इलेक्ट्रॉन. इसका सिंपल सा मतलब है कि सपोज आपकी कैपेसिटी है दो रोटियों की, ठीक है. 2 रोटी से ऊपर आप कुछ भी नहीं खा सकते, कुछ मीठा भी नहीं खा सकते, कुछ भी नहीं खा सकते. ओके, अब ये कैपेसिटी आपकी है, उसके ऊपर आप खाया नहीं जाता आपसे. अब आपको क्या किया है, आगे से किसी ने आइसक्रीम का बाउल ला के दे दिया. आइसक्रीम तो आप छोड़ नहीं सकते, वैसे ही क्लोरीन इलेक्ट्रॉन छोड़ नहीं सकता बिकॉज ही इज इन नीड ऑफ 1 इलेक्ट्रॉन. तो अब वो आइसक्रीम तो आप छोड़ नहीं सकते, आइसक्रीम तो खाना ही है, लेकिन पेट में जगह कितनी है, 2 रोटी की ही जगह है. तो आप क्या करोगे, यू आर गोइंग टू हैव दैट आइसक्रीम एंड यू आर गोइंग टू लीव 1 रोटी एज इट इज, है ना. आप क्या करोगे, आइसक्रीम ले लोगे और रोटी एज इट इज रख दोगे. मतलब आपने क्या किया, जो डेल्टा एच, जो एनर्जी आपके पास 2 रोटी की थी, आपने आइसक्रीम ले ली तो आपके पास और थोड़ी इससे एनर्जी आ गई. मतलब आपकी 2 रोटी की जो एनर्जी थी वो एक ही रोटी और एक आइसक्रीम में पूरी हो गई. बाकी की जो 1 रोटी की आपकी एनर्जी थी वो आप क्या करोगे, आपने छोड़ दी वो. सो दैट इज ये डेल्टा एच फॉर दिस. एंड इन दिस केस अब सिंस आपने ये जो रिलीज कर दी एनर्जी, दैट इज it will be, sign will be negative. So in this case whenever electron is gained, energy will be given out and therefore delta H will be negative in this case. Okay, so the electron gain enthalpy is negative 349 kilojoules per mole for the chlorine atom in the gaseous state. Okay, now move to the next topic, that is the enthalpy of atomization. Means a molecule get converted into the atom. So let's study it. Okay, so let us move to the second topic, that is enthalpy of atomization. Enthalpy of atomization. Now this enthalpy of atomization can be defined as the enthalpy change accompanying the dissociation of 1 mole of gaseous substance, 1 mole of gaseous substance into its atom is called enthalpy of atomization. Let us understand this, what we have said. In this case what it is saying, we know that atomization means formation of atom. Atom किसमें से बनेगा, substance में से. कितने substance में से, 1 mole, ठीक है. तो the enthalpy change when, enthalpy change accompanying means जब वो process हो रहा है. Okay, so enthalpy change accompanying the, किस process में, dissociation means when the particular molecule breaks up, that is known as dissociation. So the enthalpy change accompanying the dissociation, किसका dissociation, gaseous substance का. और कितना, gaseous substance कितना होना चाहिए, 1 mole. तो जब हम enthalpy पढ़ते हैं 1 mole of gaseous substance के लिए, उसका dissociation हो रहा है, अगर 1 mole of gaseous substance is getting dissociated into its atom, अपने atom में convert हो रहा है, then that enthalpy change will be called as the enthalpy of atomization. उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे, enthalpy of atomization. Now let us see one example. Have you understood this? Simple है कि एक molecule, एक substance ले लिया हम लोगों ने, suppose ले लिया chlorine. Okay, so this chlorine in the gaseous state. Okay, so this chlorine in the gaseous state, if it get converted into the chlorine atom, in the gaseous state प्लस 2 क्लोरीन एटम्स मिलेंगे इसमें, यस, बिकॉज इट वाज Cl2. Cl2 gets dissociated into 2Cl. ओके, तो ये जो अगर एक मॉलिक्यूल इफ इट गेट कन्वर्टेड इनटू इट्स एटम, देन during this process whatever may be the change in the enthalpy is known as the enthalpy of atomization. उसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? enthalpy of atomization. And for this process it comes out to be 294 kilojoules per mole. It comes out to be 294, sorry 294 नहीं 242 kilojoules, sorry 242 kilojoules per mole. So अब अगर ये 242 kilojoules per mole की heat लग रही है, तो in this case what will be there? Positive or negative sign? Yes, obviously this is in the molecular state, and in order to break that bond, ये जो Cl और Cl के बीच में का bond अगर हमें break करना है, तो we have to provide heat. So in this case the energy will be absorbed, and therefore delta H will be positive. So delta H for atomization for the chlorine gas getting converted into constituent atom is 242 kilojoules per mole. So this is known as enthalpy of atomization. Now we will move to the last topic, that is enthalpy of solution. It is also a very interesting topic. So let us see enthalpy of solution. Okay, so let us move to the third point, that is enthalpy of solution. Now this enthalpy of solution can be defined as the enthalpy change taking place when 1 mole of substance is dissolved in certain amount of solvent, and the change in the enthalpy that takes place during this process is known as the enthalpy of solution. Okay, इसको हम क्या बोलेंगे? जब भी हम कोई solution form कर रहे हैं, सिंपल सा ले लेते हैं कि हमने salt का solution बना लिया, salt को हमने water में mix कर दिया and we got an NaCl solution. So whatever the heat transition or the change in the heat takes place during that process, that will be called as the enthalpy of solution. Okay, let us study it with the help of example. Suppose if I am taking this NaCl, okay, जो हमने बोला वही ले लेते हैं. So NaCl is always in the solid state. If I am adding water, if I am making its solution, means suppose this is in the aqueous state. So whenever a solid NaCl is dissolved in water, it will get converted into NaCl solution. Aqueous बन जाएगा NaCl. Okay. Now in this case, the amount of the heat absorbed होगी obviously जब NaCl solution बनाएगा तो heat is absorbed, and that comes out to be plus 4 kilojoules per mole. कितनी heat हो रही है? Delta H for solution in this case is 4 kilojoules per mole. Okay. Now in this case, whenever an NaCl solid is getting converted into an aqueous NaCl, delta H is 4 kilojoules per mole. बट अब कोई भी प्रोसेस, कोई भी एक सपोज सॉलिड ले लिया मैंने, उस सॉलिड को अगर मैं उसका एक्वियस सॉल्यूशन बनाती हूँ, तब ये जो प्रोसेस हो रही है, इसमें क्या हो रही है? इसमें 2 स्टेप्स इन्वॉल्व हो रही है. ओके, डायरेक्टली ऐसा नहीं है कि NaCl को मैंने वाटर में मिक्स किया एंड आई गॉट द NaCl सॉल्यूशन. यहाँ पर कोई केमिकल रिएक्शंस होगी. पहले NaCl ब्रेक होगा, NaCl आयंस में कन्वर्ट होगा, एंड देन इट इज गोइंग टू कंबाइन विद द H2O. ये हम लोगों ने किस में देखा था? सॉल्यूशंस में. सॉल्यूशंस चैप्टर पढ़ते वक्त हम लोगों ने देखा था कि हाउ अ सॉल्यूशन इज प्रिपेयर्ड. ओके, सो अब ये जो NaCl है, ये जब भी वाटर में हम उसको मिक्स करेंगे, तो दिस इज नॉट अ सिंपल प्रोसेस. इट टेक्स प्लेस इन 2 steps. ओके, सो व्हाट आर दैट स्टेप्स? लेट अस स्टडी दैट. ओके, सो व्हेनेवर अ सॉलिड, सपोज एक सिंपल सा एग्जांपल ले लेते हैं. हम NaCl को पहले थोड़ा साइड में रखते हैं और एक सिंपल सा आयन ले लेते हैं. ये मेटल है और एक एनायन है. Okay, so this is your Mx, एक solid है substance. Now first what will happen in the first step? This solid will get ionized, means उसके ions बनेंगे. क्या ions बनेंगे? अब this will get converted into M plus with a in a gaseous state plus X minus in a gaseous state. अब आप सोचोगे कि ये solid था और यहाँ से ये gas कैसे बन गया? Why? बिकॉज अब ये जब सॉलिड है, तो ये सॉलिड क्या है? पूरी तरह से बॉन्डेड है. ओके, सभी एटम्स बॉन्डेड है. अब जब हम इसमें हीट प्रोवाइड करेंगे, इसको बॉन्ड को ब्रेक करने की कोशिश करेंगे, तो क्या हो जाएगा? अब इनकी स्पेस क्या हो जाएगी? ये कब ब्रेक होगा? जब इनके बीच में की स्पेस हम बढ़ा देंगे. मतलब हम हीट प्रोवाइड करके इनको तोड़ देंगे, तब ये क्या हो जाएगा, उनके बीच में की इंटरस्टिशियल स्पेस क्या होती जाएगी, बढ़ती जाएगी, and therefore these ions will be in the gaseous state now. So we get m plus in the gaseous state plus x minus in the gaseous state. सिमिलर चीज किसके साथ होगी, अगर हम NaCl की पढ़ाई करते हैं, NaCl को स्टडी करते हैं, तो NaCl will get converted into Na plus and Cl minus ions. Okay, these both will be again in the gaseous state, and in this case whenever the solid is getting converted into its ion, in this case heat is absorbed, means the value of delta H will be positive, and this value of delta H, इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, this whenever a crystal is getting converted into the ions, that process is known as crystal lattice. इसको हम क्या बोलेंगे, crystal lattice. So the delta H, the lattice energy जो हो जाएगी delta H, delta L of H means the enthalpy of lattice will be always positive. Means what? Positive मतलब इसमें क्या क्यों बोल रहे हैं positive? Because the heat is absorbed, heat is taken in order to get converted into ions. अब वही NaCl के केस में ये कितनी है? This delta H is 790 kilojoules per mole. It is 790 kilojoules per mole. Okay. अब सेकेंड स्टेप क्या होगी, ये होगी मेरी स्टेप 1. अब सेकेंड स्टेप क्या होगी, अब ये ब्रेक हो गए, अब ये किसके साथ कंबाइन होंगे, वाटर के साथ, बिकॉज वी हैव टू मेक अ सॉल्यूशन. सो दिस M plus is going to combine with H2O and will form a metal ligand type compound MH2O plus. ठीक है, कोऑर्डिनेट कंपाउंड बन जाएगा, और X minus getting attached with water molecule to form the XH2O minus. Means what is happening, this metal ion is getting attached with the, ये जो भी ions है आपके वो क्या, they are getting attached with the water molecule to form the aqueous solution. Okay, so similarly यहाँ पे भी ऐसे ही हो जाएगा, NaCl में से क्या बने थे हमारे Na plus ions और Cl minus ions. So this Na plus ions are going to combine with water to form NaH2O with a positive sign, and Cl minus is going to combine with water to form ClH2O with a negative sign. ठीक है, अब ये जो प्रोसेस हो रही है इस केस में डेल्टा H क्या रहेगा, दिस इज नोन एज डेल्टा H ऑफ हाइड्रेशन. What we are doing, we are adding a water molecule, so that reaction is known as hydration. Water provide कर रहा है मतलब hydration. So in this case this is enthalpy of hydration, and it is always, इसमें क्या हो जाएगा, जब भी हम यहाँ ऐड कर रहे हैं तो now the energy will be given out. Same case जैसा हम लोगों ने देखा था, इलेक्ट्रॉन जब गेन हो रहा है तो इंटरनल एनर्जी डिस्टर्ब हो रही है, and therefore the excess energy is given out in the form of heat. So in this case also, whenever a molecule is H2O gets added to the metal ion, the energy will be given out, and in this case the delta H will be negative. And for this NaCl, the value of delta H is minus 786 kilojoules per mole. This is minus 786 kilojoules. और minus sign मैंने क्यों डाला है? Because in this case the heat is given out. Okay. अब अगर यहाँ पे हम ध्यान दें ये दोनों प्रोसेस को, ये मेरा हो गया लैटिस और ये मेरा हो गया हाइड्रेशन. ओके, सो इफ आई कंबाइन दिस, तो मेरा ये जो डेल्टा H फॉर सोल्यूशन है इसमें दो स्टेप्स आ गई. कौन कौन सी? लैटिस वाली और हाइड्रेशन, मीन्स एंथैल्पी ऑफ हाइड्रेशन एंड एंथैल्पी ऑफ क्रिस्टल लैटिस. तो अब ये जो एंथैल्पी ऑफ क्रिस्टल लैटिस और हाइड्रेशन को अगर मैं ऐड करती हूँ, क्योंकि ये जो प्रोसेस है मेरी यहाँ से यहाँ जाने में मेरी ये दो स्टेप्स इन्वॉल्व है, तो ये दो स्टेप्स मतलब मेरी कौन कौन सी है, 790 किलो जूल माइनस 7 पर मोल minus 786 kilojoules per mole, and that will come out to be plus 4 kilojoules per mole. वही आ गया हम लोगों ने अभी देखा था दैट डेल्टा एच, ये जो प्रोसेस है जब हम सोडियम, यहाँ पे लिख लेती हूँ मैं, हम लोगों ने अभी फर्स्ट स्टेप में देखा था, व्हेनेवर, अभी जस्ट देखा था हम लोगों ने दैट NaCl in the solid state get converted into, when it is reacted with water, then it forms the NaCl aqueous, and in this case the delta H for solution was plus 4 kilojoules per mole. So again this is a state function. So it involves two steps, but the result will be the same. It doesn't depend upon how the path is followed, but it only depends upon the initial and the final state. Initial और final state में जो फर्क है वो है 4 किलो जूस का. अब वो एक स्टेप से आया है या दो स्टेप से आया है, आया उतना ही है. So therefore the enthalpy of solution is also a state function, because it does not depend upon the path followed, but depends upon only on the initial and the final change in the enthalpy. Okay, have you understood? So this was all about the today's video, and if you find any query regarding this, you may ask me in my comment box, or those who are in my class, they can WhatsApp me, okay, or you may ask me on call, by a call. Okay, so this was all about today's video. Hope you have understood this video very thoroughly, because this will be very helpful in solving the numericals which we are going to see in the further videos. Okay, so let us meet in the further videos with the new topic in chemical thermodynamics, because chemical thermodynamics is not yet completed. It needs some 2 or 3 lectures more. So we'll see the next topic in our next video. Until then, thank you. Bye bye.